Many people had no idea what freelancing is about. And trust me, these people are not just say they are not higher in education. Students at the tertiary level, even after tertiary, people who are working, it will shock you that most people do not have what an average idea about what the term freelancing is. So let's quickly go through what freelancing is about. So when we say freelancer, who is a freelancer? We want to identify some keywords over here. The first keyword is freedom. The second one is passion. And then the last keyword is pursuing. All right. So the freedom in the sense that as a freelancer, you are your own employer and you are your own employee, meaning you do not work for anyone, but you work for yourself. So you have the luxury of freedom of operating a business by your own self, and you are not limited or restricted to anyone's rules. Whether see in Ghana and most other parts of the country, this world, you could see that employers have strict employee policies in their workplace. Some of them you have to report in the morning 8 and close at 5. Otherwise, your hourly rates may be deducted. All these and many other freedom. In some companies, you are even entitled to work throughout the entire year, and you are entitled to 2 weeks leave throughout the entire year. Can you imagine? So being a freelancer, you have the freedom. And the freedom is not bound by any rules. It's by your own rules. Let's take note of that. So let's go on. Can we move on to the next page? Yeah. But it may sound so exciting, but if you do not have some traits, you may not be successful as a freelancer, right? I believe most of us, we've started one way or the other a small business on our own. Some of us, we do online business. Some of us also, we have skills that we commercialize on. And then it is up to you to build that brand as a freelancer. And it is up to you to navigate through this market, the freelancing market. Trust me, many people intend to see for the works of freelancers rather than big companies. Because imagine if I want a plumbing service to be done, like say yesterday night, there's a leakage in my room. I may not have the luxury of time to go in for a big company to come and do the servicing for me. But as a freelancer, if I can contact any of my contact list. I know a plumber on my contact list. I just pick up a phone and I call the person, and then the person comes to deliver my services quickly. So trust me, there is a big market for freelancers. And then if you have a skill, as my colleague said earlier on, it is up to you to make good use of it, commercialize it, build a brand out of it, and make sure you are earning out of it. But you have to take note of these three requirements. You have to be self-disciplined, and you have to be effective time management. You manage your time very well. And then you have to get an attitude to multitask. What do I mean by multitasking? You should be able to manage multiple clients and projects simultaneously. For instance, you are known to be good in programming, or you are known to be good in carpentry or graphic design, right? Or you are very good in tutoring, you can teach. So you may have one gig at a time. Someone may call you that, hey, are you available? Come fix this for me. Meanwhile, another client may also call you that I'm also in need of these services. Can you come? You see, all these multiple projects as a result of the demand for freelancers in the market. So if you are someone that you are able to simultaneously execute projects like at a go and manage multiple clients, you have a very good advantage. And number two, the time. You see, if I need the flyer for a program and they say the program is scheduled for tomorrow, and then unfortunately we are behind schedule and I need this flyer to be done today, and I ask for your services as a freelancer who is into graphic design, and you say you can deliver, and I trust your expertise, and I wait for you to bring on board what I need, and then you wait there. Today that the program is starting, you send a flyer at 6 a.m. We've lost publicity. There's no use anymore. You've disappointed me. So effective time management as a freelancer is key. The thing is, you can deliver fine. You have a good quality work, but can you deliver on time and meet the solution that is needed? This is what clients look out for when they are requesting for the services of a freelancer. And you have to be very self-disciplined. Discipline is the saying that you commit to your task or your target. If you say you want to do this, you commit to a time, you make sure you deliver, you communicate effectively. If there's a challenge, you update your client. So, oh, I promised to deliver on this date, but due to so and so, I'm having this challenge. Can we extend the deadline to this? This is what clients look out for. And you have to be very respectful. You have to use your mannerism also counts. So get a self-disciplined attitude and you are good to go as a freelancer. Can we proceed? Now, to be a good freelancer, these are the points that you have to take notes. Number one, identify your skills and your passions. What are you good at? Identify them and master it. Maybe you have interest in creativity. You are good in music. You have to nurture that skill and can make good use of it and commercialize it. Number two, choose your freelance niche. You see, there are so many procedures going on, and everyone has a standard of operating their business. But you, what will make you stand out? So you have to carefully come out in such a way that you develop a strategy for your services to stand out. Everyone is doing this. What will make you stand out? That is why you have to choose a niche. The third one is build a portfolio. Me, if I'm requesting for a graphic designer or a software developer to come and render a service for me, I need to see and validate your good works. So what have you been doing over the years? Document them. Every client that you undertake a project for, or everything that you do, you have to document it, put it on record, and build a portfolio out of that so that maybe in your future gigs, you clients will easily validate your work because of your track record of a good portfolio. You are a freelancer, you have to set your rate. You don't just go in and accept the gig before now I come to talk in terms of finances with the client. You have your rate card already. I do makeup. I charge an hourly rate. If you hire me for a service per hour, I charge $28, or per day, I charge $50. Get a good standard rate and make sure that your rates will benefit you profitably. Establish your presence. Make sure that you market yourself and make yourself known. This is all in line with networking and marketing yourself. You make your brand aware and visible to your clients. You make yourself known to the public. You brand yourself maybe through social media means, through digital marketing means, or through recommendations, through friends. All these are making sure that your brand is actually visible to people. And then next point is develop a client base. Make sure that the very first client that you start with, you continue and you maintain them. You don't do a business with a client and then later on you lose the client. Have a relationship from the very first client that you manage and continue to build a portfolio of clients. And this can be done through recommendations. If I do a work for you, the person I've done a work for can recommend you to his colleague that, oh, I know a guy who is into graphic design. He's very good. Let me suggest him for you. You see, you are building a clientele. And the next point is manage your finances. The fact that you have the freedom as your own employer doesn't mean that you have to be indisciplined when it comes to your finances. You have to put into account every gig that you get. You have to set your revenue projections for the year. This year, this month, how am I getting revenue? How do I carry myself about? How do I position myself in terms of pricing and getting profits? And everything that you do, you have to make accounts for yourself. You have to know basic accounting skills so that you keep track record of your finance and you know that this money is strictly into my business. There are times that you may feel tempted that you have to take the money that you have developed out of your business, your freelancing business. But hey, you have to be very disciplined and manage your finances well. And also improve your skills always. Don't be there just like that. Every time and now and then, technology keeps popping up and things are going up. Technology is evolving. You have to be very innovative when it comes to your freelancing career. Okay, read books, build your skills, buy courses, and improve your skills. These are all the things that make a good freelancer. Can we move on to the next page? All right. So, earning as a freelancer, there are so many factors that may affect your earning rate, right? In 2018, right, the freelancing market was estimated to be 4.43 billion, and it was projected to get to 12.01 billion by the end of 2030. And then averagely, depending on the location of the region, a freelancer should earn on a $20 hourly rate. So it means that the market is there, the money is there. Only if you make yourself available and very useful, you can have a vast wealth of becoming a freelancer. Your location is a factor. Your experience also is a factor. Your skills, as I've explained earlier on, is a factor. And the demand for your services is also a factor. And then your negotiation abilities. You have to be able to position yourself to negotiate well. You get it? You have to go into good terms so that you can talk good pricing to profit yourself. You don't just lose as a freelancer.